Hi, this is Allein Moore, and I'm doing the VIP interview once again, and this time we're at the Festival of Media, which is being held on Sentosa in March 2013. Now my guest this morning is Matt Von der Muhll, who is the Country Director for SpotXchange. Matt, welcome to AdAsia.
I've been in the digital media space now for quite some time. I came from working with a startup venture capital firm in Melbourne in Australia that had a focus on investing 80% of the funds in Australia and 20% in Southeast Asia. And from there we actually launched at a pretty unfortunate time, being during the GFC back in 2008. From there worked with a lot of potential investee companies in the technology space. Then found an opportunity coming on board with the guys at AdAsia Media Group, where I helped build the media operations for the Asia Pacific region, and then moved on to the specifically video products within that space, which eventually became Juiced as the video product at AdAsia. So from there, worked quite closely with video partners, and SpotXchange back then was actually one of them, and that's where I met the guys there. And then since then, the SpotXchange will raise some investment to open up Asia Pac and European operations, and I was fortunate enough to come on board with them. They are. So SpotXchange was founded out of Colorado in the United States, and that was back in 2007, and has since received some fantastic growth and opportunities in the market and ability to expand globally, and seen the opportunity of what video and real-time bidding has presented in Asia Pacific. Decided to open up the operations here. Sure. So SpotXchange, what we offer is a real-time bidding video marketplace. So what we mean by that is we connect publishers, which are the seller of video inventory, with the buyer, being the advertiser, and they can actually engage into the marketplace through the use of a demand-side platform, which all termed as a DSP. There's a massive shift of TV dollars to online video advertising. The reason for that is that it's a much more engaged and accountable form of media as opposed to what TV's traditionally been. So an advertiser can essentially choose, for example, an 18 to 24-year-old male interested in sport. They can go in a real-time biddable environment, find a publisher with that available video inventory, and purchase that at a rate that they're comfortable to buy. Yeah, look, we work with publishers in every region. We can monetize, so for example, if you're a publisher that's based in the US with a .com, and you have inventory from Southeast Asia, so you've got a Malaysian IP or a Singapore IP, we can provide the ability to monetize that inventory for you. Same way as if you're a locally based Singapore or Indonesian publisher and you have video inventory available, we can put that into the marketplace and the advertisers can buy that with their campaigns specifically targeted to those regions. Obviously the localized inventory tends to show a lot more value for that publisher. So the majority of our revenue is earned on a revenue share agreement with the publishers. So on the sell side is what we refer to. So the publisher can license our platform and our technology, and we basically have a commercial agreement that any revenue that's attributed through that publisher's account, there's a percentage that's agreed by both parties. Yeah, that's a very good question. Look, I think there is a lot of hype around the industry at the moment, and the reason for that is that there's just so much technology available out there that both advertisers and publishers are really being overwhelmed with their choices. I think where the industry is heading is that the advertisers are starting to understand, and the agencies that represent the advertiser dollars are starting to really understand what value they can get out of purchasing video inventory in a real-time basis. So once the advertiser is connected with the value on their side, the publisher has the opportunity for incremental revenue and connecting with advertisers that otherwise they might not have the opportunity. Then I think the market will continue to grow with that opportunity. Specifically for the Southeast Asian region, we've actually seen quite a bit of the FMCG type of advertisers, so like the P&Gs, the Reckitt's and those brands really start to explore with the product of real-time bidding, specifically for video advertising. So, they're valuable opportunities for both our publishers, and we're seeing that their agencies that represent those dollars in the region are really starting to work towards strategy to capitalise on the immediate opportunities.